Hello and welcome back to T Money Talks. In this week's episode, T Money's just gonna vibe, say what's on their mind, let anything and everything flow out of them. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Hello again to all my listeners out there. Welcome back. It's a new week, a new episode, and we're just gonna vibe in this one. I have some music playing in the background currently. I have Neck Deep going on. I may or may not turn it off at one point because I'm not so sure about like copyrights and stuff. So now that the song is over, I'm actually gonna stop it there. Might as well. If it's anything like YouTube, as long as you keep it under like 30 seconds or so, I should be fine. So that's what I'm gonna hope. And you couldn't really hear it, I don't think. I'm not quite sure though, because I have noise canceling headphones, so I just like barely heard it from what the mic picked up. But anyways, who cares? That's done with. How are you? How was your day? How was your week? How's everything going? Tell me all about it. Interesting, great. So, just to let you guys know, I rearranged my whole setup for when I record the podcast. So, hopefully, I will be able to catch any technical difficulties areas now, and I could not lose half of the story I talk about or lose like a good 30 minutes of my entire podcast. So, we're just gonna hope for the best, because before, originally, I would always have the mic faced away from my computer because I was like, I don't want to watch the thing go as I talk, because I feel like I'm at one point I might just stop talking altogether because I'm so like focused as to what the program's doing. So I'm always like trying to face away from the computer or towards like a window or something. But since the last few times I've tried to record it, I've had technical difficulties. We're gonna go with the setup where I'm sitting in front of it and I can see the computer. Hopefully it won't distract me too much, but I think this is gonna work out a lot better than the previous episode. So I think it's just gonna all flow better. It's not gonna feel like I might have like stopped recording and then restarted recording. It's just gonna feel like one consistent flow now. Now that I found the proper setup, it feels better, it looks better, I feel cooler. Like I feel, dang it, there I go saying like again. Someone count how many times I said like and comment, and I will give you a shout out. Anyways, so as I was saying, I feel like this setup is much more professional. For example, if someone was recording me, or if I were to record myself, you would be like, you know what, that is a very nice setup. It's like nicely fitted into the corner, and then I got my desk, and then like the way the mic is set up, it's just vibes. We're just vibing, seeing how it goes. So originally I was like, I don't know if I want to record the podcast today. I don't really feel like I have a topic. But then I started thinking, I was like, well, I have to record it soon, because when else are you going to record it? And I was thinking like throughout the day, like topics to say, like things you guys might be interested, or a story I could tell. And then I just didn't have anything. Nothing was coming. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go play some music, maybe play my guitar a little bit, and then come back and try to do a podcast, see what happens. And so I started the process of going to go play music by putting music on my TV as I got everything set up. And then I was like, you know what if I just set up for my podcast now, and then I could go play music, and then after I'm done playing music, I could come back here and record the podcast, and maybe I'll have an idea. And then that didn't happen. Well, it kind of happened, but not completely. So what I mean is, I did put on the music on TV and then start setting up for the podcast, but I was just feeling like the vibes of the music, and then the way I was like just setting everything up, I was like, you know what, maybe I won't go play music, and maybe I'll just jump right into the podcast. And that's what ended up happening. And so now I'm just kind of like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about anymore. I guess we're all going to see where this goes, how this works. And if it's a good time, then it's a good time, and I'm thankful for that, and I hope you are too. And if not, well, I'm still gonna go with the flow because I'm just, again, like I said, I'm just vibing. I haven't really felt any need or desire or have something in particular I wanted to talk about. But then again, Mars did just enter retrograde. So it might seem like things are getting a little crazy out there, you know. But I was born with my Mars during retrograde. Like, my Mars is in retrograde. That's when I was born. So yeah, if that makes sense. I feel like I did not explain it correctly, but I know what I'm saying. But I would, so this, like the Mars going retrograde, it feels, I was like, no wonder I woke up feeling like so peaceful and like, all right, let's go, let's get things done now. Like, I'm ready to work. I was like, that makes sense. But yeah, I just been feeling like I gotta do something. I gotta go out. I gotta create more content on TikTok or music or something. You know, I just felt the need to get out and do something. But I just haven't found what that thing is yet, you know? And I've just kind of been trying to sit with my emotions, see where, like, how I'm feeling, what's going on. And I'm not quite sure yet. I'm not. So I'm just kind of like here for a good time, just kind of vibing with the days, seeing, okay, now I feel like playing Minecraft. I've been playing Minecraft a lot lately, but it's very fun. I love Minecraft. I could play mine. I literally play Minecraft for like 4 hours, 4 to 6 hours straight. I kid you not. I will play Minecraft for 4 to 6 hours straight, without ever like checking my phone, going to use the restroom. Like, literally just straight 4 hours of Minecraft, because I'm building something, and it's just like I like to escape in Minecraft. It helps me like feel like I'm outside doing things when I can't go outside and do things. But yeah, so I've been playing a lot of Minecraft. And then, like, after I play Minecraft, I'll like try to be like, okay, what do I feel like doing now? Am I hungry? Do I want to go outside? And most of the time I do want to go outside. And so I've been going outside and sitting in my hammock in the backyard, because it's a really nice time, you know, like I said, just being in nature, just sitting out there, even if it's been like for like 15, 20 minutes, not very long, but it's just to like get my body out in a different environment, rather than just continually being in the same house, the same like walls everywhere. It drives you a little crazy. So I've learned that if I go outside, even if it's just for 10 minutes, it's enough to satisfy my brain thinking it went somewhere else that wasn't my home. And so I'm like, cool, that's been fun. So it's pretty much, I've just been going in between playing Minecraft or going and sitting outside in my hammock. And I think it's been fun, you know, I feel like it's been pretty relaxing, helping me try to like figure out some ideas for the podcast, for TikTok, for music, and just kind of like vibing out. So like, I think recently what I've started doing is, because I've just busted out my loop pedal. I've been playing my electric guitar, which is very strange because I always like to play my acoustic guitar, but for whatever reason, my electric guitar has been calling my name. And so, since I have a loop pedal, I was like, well, I mean, might as well use both of them. I mean, why am I just not going to use it if it's there? And so I've been usually in the morning or the afternoon, I'll like go and grab my guitar, set up the loop pedal and set everything up, and then I just kind of listen and play whatever I feel like, or whatever message may be coming to me as well. I just start with a chord sometimes it's like the melody, and I just play however I feel or whatever is being told to me, and I just vibe with it. In fact, I actually posted one on my TikTok. It was pretty good. And so I've just been doing that lately, you know, just kind of vibing with that, seeing how that goes. And I didn't do it today. I was going to. I might still. I don't know. We'll see. But I feel like it's been very good for me. It like helps me release whatever like energy or thoughts or things like come to me that I don't want to it helps me cleanse myself. That's what it is. So I'm just going to play the quick little bit I did earlier this week. So yeah, it's just me kind of just picking up my guitar and then just going off essentially, like as if I were, this is, imagine if I was like trying to talk to a therapist and just telling everything I'm feeling. That's pretty much what I've been doing with like this time I've been giving myself with my electric guitar and my pedal. So I kind of just vibe, you know, and then sometimes it's not even about my own feelings, it's about things that are like being said to me as I'm playing. And so I'm just kind of like, okay, this is cool. I could vibe with this. And that's what I've been doing lately. It's been helping to also center and ground myself. And then sometimes I also will go live on Instagram while I'm doing one of those sessions. It depends if I think I'm like, okay, yes, this is good. This needs to be said to somebody, you know? Because not most of the time I don't get a lot of views, which is fine. Like I'm, you know, it's cool, whatever. But sometimes if someone does come up, then maybe what I'm playing is what they need to hear. So I've been doing that too with that, and that's been fun. But if I'm not doing that, I'm usually playing Minecraft. And I just started playing Minecraft again because like when I first got Minecraft, it was bad. It was really bad. I had like an obsession with Minecraft for a second. But I'm getting better at my builds, I will say that much. I'm learning how to make a lot cooler things. So I'm really like upgrading my homes and building new homes, trying to figure out what more I could do. Because I feel like I have a pretty standard outlay or like a foundation of all the houses that I build. And I'm like, I want them all to be different, but they all kind of sort of end up the same no matter what I do. And I think that's just because I don't play Minecraft enough to like, or I feel like I haven't expanded my mind enough to think about the different ways or the different possibilities I could build a home in Minecraft, because I'm in creative, so the possibilities are literally endless. The possibilities end where my creativity ends. And so I feel like Minecraft helps me to expand my creativity sometimes, because sometimes I do get locked like in this box of this like, okay, we're all just gonna do everything like this from now on. And sometimes I need to break from that routine. And so I feel like Minecraft helps me do that. And I just realized that as I was saying it. Wow. See, I knew there had to be a reason why I made the podcast and didn't go and play music first, because that was a discovery, the Minecraft discovery I just said. I just learned that myself right here, right now. So that is pretty cool. Minecraft subconsciously helps me with my creativity when I start to get stuck or I feel like I don't know what to create or I'm lost. Minecraft helps me get out of that hole just a little, just enough for me to be like, all right, let's do this. Here we go. And then I write a song or I'll create something, you know? So I thank you, Minecraft. Thank you for helping me with my writers/creativity blocks. Also, the soundtrack of Minecraft is just phenomenal. I love the Minecraft soundtrack so much, I bought it. Yes, I bought the soundtrack because it is just so good. Like, I want to get myself a handpan now. Every song is just so good. And then the fact that it's outdoors, yes, Minecraft, yes, you are an excellent game and I will never stop playing you. But yes, I feel like everyone should play Minecraft. At least try it. You know, give it a try. It's fun. You just build things. And if you don't like it, maybe you'll like the music like I do, because the music also, I'll just play the music randomly because it just relaxes me. I'm like, you know what, I need a good energy cleanse. I need to just clear my mind out just a little, get the little negativities out. So I'll just put on some Minecraft music and suddenly I'm like, okay, I'm not as stressed. I don't feel as clustered or claustrophobic or anything. I feel good, and that's what I like about the Minecraft music, you know? It just makes me feel good, makes me feel relaxed, and it's fun. I could definitely play Minecraft for hours, except when I try to play with my little sister, Violet, she always destroys whatever home I am building, and it is the worst. I can't play Minecraft with her anymore, because if I do play Minecraft with her, I can't build anything serious, because she will make fun of it and tell me how ugly it is, or destroy it in the middle of my process. So I don't like to play with her on Minecraft. But with other people who just like want to vibe, and you build something, I build something, we show each other along the process, I'm down for that kind of vibe. I love that, where you're not destroying my things, you're not hating on my home, you're encouraging me, you're like, oh, what if you did this, or what if you put this there? That's the kind of Minecraft vibes I want. That's the Minecraft player I would like to play with, because then it's a good time, because then both of you are just relaxing, enjoying yourselves, taking time out for yourselves, and you're just, you're just building, literally. Anyway, I could go on for Minecraft all day, but yes, play it. It's fun. So it's starting to get a little toasty in here, and I'm starting to sweat up just a little because I turned off the fan, because I feel like the second fan I have was just causing a little bit too much of a background like buzz. So I was like, you know what? It's fine. I'll just sweat it out just a little bit. It'll out, and then I'll just be okay, And I don't know if I'm gonna be okay. If the background buzz gets louder at some point, that means I stopped this to turn on the fan, because I could no longer handle the heat of this room. And that's because I hate sweating, because I get so sweaty. And so at any point that I sweat, I will stop it any means necessary. But yeah, other thing I've been talking about a lot this week is getting a Tesla. Now I know how some people have an opinion on Teslas and all this stuff, but hear me out. Here's my reason. I mean, I don't have to prove myself to anyone or give anyone my reason as to why I want a Tesla. But every time I say I'm gonna get a Tesla, like I am getting a Tesla, like I own a Tesla, specifically the Tesla Model Y, people give me this really like, are you serious? Like, are you kidding me kind of look? And most of the time it is because of how expensive they are, but other times it's also, I feel like, just because of how they feel about Tesla. But anyways, the reason why I will be owning the Tesla Model Y series model, yeah, is because I want a car that'll drive me around. I just, I think that's cool. I think that's very awesome. 2, parallel parking and curbside parking, not having to do that would be freaking awesome. A car, I've always said how cool it would be if you could park your car somewhere, and then wherever you go, wherever you walk off to, your car will pick you back up from there. A Tesla literally can do that. The thing I've been saying I wish a car could do since I was a child now exists. So yeah, I want a Tesla. Yeah, I'm gonna get a Tesla Model Y. And then 2, also because of how well they're made, I feel like I will feel very safe in a Tesla. Like I won't, if anything were to happen to me, I would be okay in a Tesla. And that's the main concern, is because for me is that they're number 1 ranked in car crash, like, survival, whatever the like thing is. I don't know what it's called. I just know they're ranked number 1 in car crashes for like car crash safety. That's the biggest thing for me, along with all the perks that it comes with. But yeah, I've been saying and telling a lot of people that I will be getting the Tesla Model Y, and I will be. I'm just saying that, putting it out there. Now you all know. And yeah, I'm gonna prove a lot of faces wrong when they see me roll up with my Tesla Model Y. It's gonna look so good. I'm gonna be looking so good in it. It's gonna be a great time. It's gonna happen. I can feel it in my bones. I'm going to get that car. Things are just gonna rise. Things are rising, in fact. Been doing a lot of thinking, self-learning, self-discussing. I don't know. I've just been doing a lot of inner work. That's what I was trying to figure out. Sorry, it's getting hot, so I'm starting to like really think about how hot I am, and it's making me lose focus, making me lose my concentration along with looking at the computer. But I feel like I'm looking at the computer more so than usual just because I'm afraid that it's gonna stop recording and I don't want to like miss that moment. But other than that, yeah, I've just been telling my family I'm gonna get a Tesla Model Y, and been playing Minecraft. Let you guys know about that. Let you know about my music playing thing I do. Yeah, other than that, yeah, that's just been what I've been doing lately. Video games and music, pretty nice. I am though starting to like get tired of the whole not having something to do during the day. Like, I don't like going to work. I hate working. I hate going to a job. I hate having to go to like an 8.5 hour shift. Like, that's so boring. I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. I will not do that for the rest of my life. But at least it does give me something to do with my day. As horrible as that sounds, like going to work does get me outside of my home, lets me communicate with other people, you know, so I do like get to do things. I get to have something since I'm not clear to go back to work yet, since I'm still learning how to walk and I can't go anywhere because there's a pandemic and I can't walk very well right now. So I'm getting very tired. 7 months in, and I'm finally getting tired of not doing anything with my days anymore. Like, yes, of course, like in the mornings I'll do my stretches or for my foot, all the exercises I need to do, but that's only like 45 minutes to an hour of my day. It doesn't take me that long. Sometimes it doesn't even take me 45 minutes. It takes me even less because it's just gotten like so like in my body, like it just goes quick. So that's like that. Video games and my music is the only thing I have going on for my day, aside from the times when I feel like going outside. But other than that, I just starting to get very tired of not having things to do. If you know of things I could do that are fun, that don't really require a whole lot of walking, but or something, or things that you could do at a home that are like interesting hobbies or games or music or movies or TV shows, let me know, because I think I need more things to do because I'm getting really antsy and I don't know what to do with myself anymore. I caved. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry that there's going to be more of a buzz or you could kind of hear my fan going on, but I couldn't handle it, guys. I just couldn't. I was starting to drip. I was starting to like overheat in my body. So I was like, I need to turn this fan on. Otherwise, I'm just going to get furious and this podcast is going to get ruined. And then, so I just started to fall into the rabbit hole. So I caved and now I have the fan on. And I'm sorry that you could kind of hear it, but it feels so nice. I feel better already. I feel like I should have just kept it on the whole time and I would have been more concentrated and focused on what I was saying. But man, does that air feel so nice. It's been so hot lately. I just wanted to stop being hot. It's been hot and like really ugly looking outside, so it makes it humid. And I'm like, Mother Nature, please make it just a little cold so I don't sweat. But that hasn't been happening yet. But it's okay. It'll cool down eventually, I hope. Please do. Global warming, stop, reduce, reuse, recycle, save your planet. Don't let this puppy blow up. We gotta stay out of outer space. But I'm very I don't know what's happening to me currently because I'm just trying to stay cool. I'm just trying to regroup myself because of how hot I was. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry this podcast episode hasn't, let's start that again. I'm sorry this podcast episode hasn't been as like flowy, or it didn't flow as smoothly as my previous episodes. I don't know. I felt like I didn't need to have a topic for this episode. I kind of think I might bring in a guest on next week's episode. I don't know yet. I'm still vibing that out, but I feel like this week's episode is just kind of we're casually doing things. We're genuinely talking right now. We're working through things, we're figuring stuff out. And so that's why this podcast episode is kind of like a little scattered almost, but I feel like I just need to let you guys catch you guys up on what I've been doing, because I didn't really have anything quite good enough for the podcast to be said. So I'm just giving you an update. Here's your weekly update yet again. So I promise next week's episode we'll be back to like the whole like consistency flow, like everything's gonna just go smoothly. So I do apologize, but hey, I still feel like this is a good episode. I feel like it is a good episode, because who's to say it's a bad episode? Because I feel like sometimes I think an episode is going to be bad, but then I'll go back and I'll listen to it, and while I'm editing it, I'm like, you know what, that was actually pretty good. I feel like somewhere in this episode a message is being said, or I've said it already, or I'm subconsciously saying it and we haven't figured out what it is yet. But it's gonna happen, and if it did happen, that's how you know it's a good podcast. And that's why everyone in the universe was like, you know what, don't go play music right now, just do the podcast and see what happens. And I feel like that was a good choice of me. Doing the podcast was good. I feel like it's going good. I'm kind of running out of things to talk about because I already catch you all up on my week. But I don't know. I feel like what do you guys want me to talk about? I feel like that's where we should go now. I feel like I've talked enough, because I feel like I know I have a couple of other ideas, but they're also, most of them are music related, and I feel like I didn't want to give you guys another week of music. I feel like you guys needed a break from that, even though that is very much who I am. But I just feel like we didn't need to go another week talking about music. But what do you guys want to know? Like, what should I, give me some topics, send me topics, like comment ideas. I don't know. Let me know what you want to hear on the podcast. That's what we should do. Yes. I'm also, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, just tell me what you guys think you want me to talk about. What more do you want to know? I feel like I also need to sit down and like storyboard, or like brainstorm other topics. I feel like that's gonna happen. Yeah, I feel like this episode was kind of like, all right, it's episode 5. We're 5 episodes in, so we would just want to see how everyone's feeling. This is just the 5th episode, middle of the season, kind of feel. How's everyone liking it? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you want me to talk less? Do you want me to talk more? Give me some feedback. That's what this week's episode is. We're just kind of like catching up. We're just letting each other know how we feel about what's going on. Like, are you ready for more things from me? Do you want me to talk more about music? Oh, you know what? I could also talk about theater. I think that's gonna be, yeah, I might talk about theater next week. Who knows? Look at this. We're brainstorming already. But yeah, so that's what this week's episode is. We're just kind of catching up. We're like, hey, thanks for listening. Thanks for coming as far as episode 5. Now tell me how you're doing. Tell me how you're feeling. Are you doing better since you started listening to this podcast? Are you doing worse? Has it not affected you at all? I mean, I don't know why it would. Actually, no, I do feel like this podcast would help you, because I do say a lot about taking care of yourself. So I hope, if anything, you have started to take care of yourself just a little bit more. That is definitely something I hope for, because I also feel like this has helped me become better at talking. Even though I am talking to myself, it feels like I could hold the conversation a little bit better with someone else, and now it's almost harder to talk to people who don't really have anything to say, because then it's like, well, I mean, yeah, I could talk, but I don't want to just talk about anything. I don't want just nonsense to come out of my mouth. Like, I want you to also contribute to what I'm saying, or to anything you might have to say. So I feel like this podcast has definitely helped me with that so far. But other than that, I don't know, guys. I don't know where to go. It's just so bloody hot in here. I'm like, why is it so hot? I don't know what's happening. I feel like the heat is just taking me over, and I'm just gonna end up freaking out and having a mental breakdown on this episode because it's so bloody hot in my room. So I don't that the heat is just getting to my mind, and it's not letting me talk or focus on what's going on, and I don't know how or what to do to stop it. But it's gonna be alright. Okay? I'm gonna get back to who I was. I'm gonna get back to find out where T Money went, and we're gonna be okay. And we're gonna keep talking. And you know what? Actually, I was checking like the demographic of my podcast, and I was thinking, okay, cool, it's probably just gonna be like a couple of my friends or something, or like mostly just people in the United States. But actually, I found out I have listeners in Ireland. That's cool. Thank you to all my Ireland listeners out there. I love that. That is so cool. Hello. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're staying cool. I hope you're staying safe. Sorry I didn't get to go into another layer of this one. Yeah, no layer of who T Money is in this week's episode. Just kind of, well, I guess you can say there is a layer. There is a layer to this episode actually, because you guys are auditorily or listening to me have frustration from the heat. So if anything, that's a layer of who T Money is. T Money has a very deep frustration with being hot and sweaty. It's the worst thing in the world. So in a sense, you guys did get another layer of who I am, because now you know. Don't take me anywhere that it gets over like 200 degrees, or the sun never, or there's never clouds in the sky, or there isn't a breeze. Just don't take me to the desert, because I will not be your friend. I will try my hardest to like have a good time for you, but if we're in like 130 degrees outside in the desert, I'm like, nah man, nah, I don't want to move. I don't even want to breathe. That's how much I won't be fun. But if we do go somewhere where it's like in the 90s to like 97, I'm like, okay, I start to get cranky, but I could still like push it down enough or ignore it enough to continue to have a good time. So yes, depending on how hot it is, depends on the kind of mood I will be in and how much I will enjoy something or not. And the same goes for when I'm hungry. I am not myself when I'm hungry. I get so hangry, like I kid you not, I will fight someone or chew someone's arm off, because that is how hungry I can get. And it's just the worst. And I feel like that's something I need to work on, and I'm trying, because now I know when I do get hangry, I try not to talk to people until after I have eaten, because if I do talk to them, it's just going to be a lot of anger and frustration, and it's all going to be because of my hunger or because of how sweaty and hot I am. That's a layer of T Money. That's a new fact. Look at that. See, I knew I had something to say. I just knew I did. I knew there was a reason the universe was like, you know what? Just sit down and start recording. You'll know when it's ready. You'll know when to say it. It'll just come to you. And that's just what happened. Wow. I feel like, yes, this is a great episode too. Wow. Yes. Thank you. I surprise myself every day. Thank you. But yeah, wow. I knew. See, I was like, yes. I knew today was, well, no, I'm lying. I didn't feel like recording my podcast today. That is still very much true. But now I am glad and surprised that I did. Because I feel like if I would have waited even longer, things would have started popping up to where I wouldn't be able to record it, and then I would it would be like Monday or Tuesday. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta record the podcast. It's gotta be put out on Wednesday. Oh my God, but now I gotta go do this, and now I gotta do this. And oh my God, if I don't do it right now I'm gonna have to edit, And so I feel like now that I did it today with plenty of time ahead before the upload date, I'm like, yes, I feel calm. We have a great episode. And I feel like we had a genuine conversation right now, I feel like this was almost like a Dora or The Office episode where like the camera kind of like takes you outside and like I'm telling you like how I'm feeling, or like Dora's like, oh, can you say map too? And then that's how I feel like that this kind of vibe of the podcast is. And I think I kind of like it. I feel like the setup also kind of made me a little bit nervous, but now that I'm like more relaxed and I'm feeling this setup more, I'm like, okay, yes, now I found T Money again. Now I know how to talk. Now I know how to entertain people again on my podcasts. It's true, but yeah, I feel like I really enjoy the new setup I have. Which is funny because my friend Jeremy actually offered to be my sound guy. And I was like, oh yes, that would be awesome, because then he would watch the computer and make sure everything's running still and nothing has stopped at any point to where I'd like lose everything. He was gonna like let me know, hey, yo, T, the thing stopped recording, and then we would like go through the process I've been going through to get it back. So I don't think I'll need him anymore, which is good because, which is good and bad, because I feel like good because now it will still be T Money Talks, because it's just me sitting in a room all alone by myself, no one else but me. So it's just me talking to myself. And I feel like having a sound guy in the room with me takes away from T Money Talks. It's no longer me just talking to myself or talking to you guys. It turns into me talking to myself with someone else being in the room, and in a way makes me kind of want to talk to them at the same time. So I feel like the only time T Money is not talking to their self is when they have a guest. And when I have a guest in the next episode, I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. But I do feel like I might start bringing some guests on the times when I'm like, you know what, I don't quite know what I want to talk about, because I don't feel like talking about one of the topics I already have written out, and I kind of just want to vibe. That's what I'm going to do. That's when I'm going to bring on another guest, when I'm like, okay, you know what, I don't want to talk about this topic today, but I do want to talk, so we're going to bring on a guest. And I feel like that's how we could save me from drowning of no ideas. But I feel like this but I feel like this episode still, either way, regardless, is a good episode. I think it went well. It might have been just me kind of, I feel like no, it's not, it might have been, it is me just kind of rambling, getting out whatever I needed to get out of me, like just talking, like getting whatever emotions or energies or negativity that needed to come out of my body, I needed to do with this podcast. Because I feel like with this podcast, it's easier for me to just talk and then just keep talking and keep letting things come out as like however they feel, whenever they feel ready to come out, it'll come out. And I feel like that's why I feel so good after recording an episode of the podcast, because I'm like, all right, cool, I got everything that I needed out of me without realizing it, or without having to go through the struggle of like, okay, what is it and why won't it leave me alone anymore, I feel like this podcast really helps that. And I'm like, yes, thank you, that was great, this was lovely, I had a great time, and I hope you guys had a great time. But that's what this podcast is doing for me. We're all discovering. Now I have some more ideas for future episodes. You guys could still give me ideas for future episodes, and we're all just learning together. I'm learning about myself. You're learning things. We're learning things. We're all Squidward. But yeah, this episode really was one wild ride. I think I don't know, or I don't remember a lot of the things I've said. I know I did catch you guys up about my week, but I feel like I kind of like forgot a lot of the things I was saying, and that's because like I needed to, because I just needed to let that stuff come out so I could feel a little bit better. And I feel a little bit better now. I feel like I'm ready to go and like exist in the world, I guess. And that was nice. Thank you guys for this time. Thank you, T Money, for allowing me this time and space and energy to say all of this. Well, you're welcome, T Money. Oh, you're too kind, T Money. You see, this is why you need to take care of yourself, why you need to set time for yourself, why you need to do things for yourself. Because then you get to thank yourself for doing these things, for allowing yourself to do these things so that you may feel better, so that you may begin to reach your higher self. So thank you. Thank you all for joining me on this wild ride of an episode. So I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. That's gonna be it for this week's episode. I hope you guys had a great time. I had a great time. I've discovered new things. I've learned new things. I feel better about myself. I hope you feel better about yourself. So try to stay cool out there. Stay safe. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. And until next week, guys, this is T Money saying live your life, because you're the only one who get it. All right. Bye.